So the chapter 19 is about repetition gain. Now I'm trying to set a condition. It's firm 1 and firm 2 lower their prices in order to acquire more customers. Yes, it is this situation. So if firm 1 and firm 2 just don't fight to cooperate, they both get the A unit of satisfaction. If they both choose to fight due defect, they both get B units of satisfaction. If one of them chooses to fight and the other chooses to cooperate, the fight one gets C. The fight one gets C profit, and the do not fight one, the cooperate one gets D profit. So the assumption is A is always greater than B, because if A, yes, it is a prisoner dilemma, right? So the C is always greater than A. That is, we have a dominated strategy to fight. The B is also greater than D. Yes, it makes me have a specific dominated strategy is to choose to fight. But if we both choose to fight, we gain less satisfaction than we both choose to do not fight. The following strategy is, if we play this game 2 rounds, what will be expected? So if both firm 1 and firm B are very like to choose to cooperate, they both get A, and then it is 2A. If we play 2 rounds, right? A plus A. And if they choose to be F, if they choose to fight, if one of them choose to fight and the other of them choose to cooperate, then the fight one gets C in the round 1. But the firm 2 will choose to also to fight, because he know the firm 1 will fight. So the next round, both firm 1 and firm 2 got B. So the total payment profit is C plus B. What do we for the playlist for playlist game 2 rounds? We only need to know whether 2A is greater than C plus B. If the 2A is greater than C plus B, I'm firm 1 and I will choose to cooperate 2 rounds. If it's lower than C plus B, then I will choose to defect. That is, maximize my profit. What if we play 3 rounds? So after analyze the 2 rounds situation, what if we played 3 rounds? And what if we planned T rounds, right? So it is a strategy called Tit-for-Tat. So in a normal situation, the first is cooperation phase. That is, the following analysis is based on firm 1's perspective. So in the normal situation, the first phase is cooperation phase. They both choose to cooperate. But I'm firm 1. I'm now analyze all the all the consequences, I choose to defect. So that is, I get C and the front two only get B. So the next round, the front two knows I will be defect, then he chooses to defect. It is called punishment phase. Punishment phase is both are choose to defect and both get both get B unit of satisfaction. So after this phase, they both know they will start to cooperate, and then they will keep cooperate because they want to maintain the they want to maximize their profit, right? So they will choose to cooperate after this. After the punish phase. So the temptation is C minus A, and the punishment is A minus B. And we need to analyze whether 2A is greater than B plus C. If the temptation is greater than punishment, yes, the temptation is C minus A, and the punishment is A minus B. If the temptation greater than punishment, then front one will choose to defect. Then we start to try. Then we start to take the. So in order not to let front one choose to defect, we are now front two, and we are now take the strategy called Tit-for-Tat. That means we create two punishment phase. So the front one need to predict whether the temptation is greater than 2 plus punishment, 2 multiple punishment. So we can extend the analysis to whether the temptation is greater than K multiple A minus B. So we can choose our strategy after we analyze this. So let's talk about another thing. It's called R. R is, yes, because the inflation starting to grow very slowly, but it does inflation. So in the future, the currency will drop its values. Maybe it's a slightly value, but we need to take into our consideration. So R is, if R is 1 divided by 1 plus R. Suppose we play Tit-for-Tat strategy. The NPV is net present value, and the NPV of temptation is C minus A. The NPV of punishment is A minus B divided by 1 plus R. Yet because the currency will drop its value, right? So notice that the interest rate increases, the punishment associated with the threat declines. Yes, because if the inflation rate is very high, then the currency drop its value very high. So the punishment will be not as value as now. That will be slightly lower than now. Then the punishment threat will decline. So the next part is called about green trigger strategy. All the same assumption as the front 1 and front 2, but and it is finite t, c minus a for temptation and a minus b for punishment. Infinite horizon. Tit-for-Tat. What is Tit-for-Tat and k is infinite. So it is called if in the first phase, if the front 1 choose to defect, then I'm front 2. I will always choose to defect in the end of the round. So now we try to analyze so it is called green trigger strategy. So now I'm going to analyze whether the green cheat strategy work on what circumstances. The net present value is, if we choose to don't fight, we choose to cooperate, the net present value is a plus a divided by 1 plus r, and plus a divided by 1 plus r squared, and keep 8. The conclusion is a plus a divided by r. If we choose to fight, if we choose to defect, it is c plus b divided by 1 plus r, and keep added. The conclusion is c plus b divided by r. So you choose cooperate if the net present value is greater. So it is obviously, if we want to choose to cooperate, the a plus a divided by r should be greater than c plus b divided by r. That is, the a minus b divided by r, and the a minus b, also called punishment, divided by r is greater than c minus a is temptation. So the r is very important. When green trigger strategy failed, and it is no chance to cooperate in this game. When r is increased, the future is not important, because the inflation keeps going, the currency value is keep going down, and more likely the company more likely to choose to defect. It is about green trigger strategy. So it is chapter 19. Thank you for listening. It is the end of the courses called Game Theory and Daily Life. Hope you enjoy these classes. If any videos I talk in a wrong way, or my concept is not very correct, you can type your comments on the you type your remark on the comments, and I will read it and try to explain what I say, or just I make some mistakes. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.